Welcome to River City Live and happy Friday. You know, I'll tell you, I feel like we're getting into more of a routine as things start to open up and, you know, sports are on now. Do you feel that way too?
Well, it's so hit or miss though, isn't it? Some things are a go, some things are not. We have football games and then we hear that graduation commencements are not a go. I just got that news from University of Florida for December. So it's very hit or miss. So when something does say it's green light go, it's very exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. But I feel like, you know, I guess thawing out could be the term because like it actually feels like a Friday today.
You're right,
There's
you're
other
right.
days where it's like Friday and it's like, I don't even know anymore, you know? So I think a little more of a routine. And school's been at it now for about a month, so.
And even if you're not going anywhere, you're probably, if you're a lady, at least paying a little bit of attention at what's going on here if you're doing Zooms and so forth. So one of the things we have coming your way this hour, our friend Carrie Wilson of Carrie Wilson Makeup is with us to address the 5 things that you are probably forgetting to put in your makeup bag.
Wow, 5? How big's a makeup bag to begin with?
I know. I may have 5 things in there.
All right, also Chef Tony is back with another meal that's easy to make that your family will love. So again, a stack show. Right now it's time for the River City Current. And let's bring it to Halloween. We've been talking about this nonstop and for a good reason, as we just talked about how some things are kind of thawing out and opening up and some things are not. Halloween, we don't know yet. And actually this story News4Jax had on earlier today, and they're talking about all those Halloween pop-up shops. Well, some of them might not be popping up at all. And let's see which one here. So Party City plans to open up just 25 across the United States. That's down 91%. And if you think about it, that's a lot of employees, unfortunately, you know, that are going to be out of the work that we're counting on that for this season.
Those Halloween stores are always like that first sign, that feeling of fall. When you start seeing that banner go on in whatever empty strip mall store there is, you start to realize, oh my gosh, it's really coming, it's really time. But you know, I hadn't even thought about the fact that the reason I hadn't been seeing so many is that there just wouldn't be that many.
And Spirit Halloween at Regency Square Mall, so that one is open. They opened up, I think, about 2 weeks into August. And, you know, they claim that they're doing okay. They're following CDC guidelines. So wear your mask to buy a mask, I guess.
Exactly. And you know, experts are even saying, make sure you remember that. A mask, this kind of mask, the mask is not the same. It doesn't offer the same kinds of protection that the regular mask offers. So it doesn't just count if you want to be a werewolf and walk around.
Yeah, exactly,
Doesn't count.
Costumes might be down this year, but candy is already up by 13%. And we're talking about Halloween candy. And a lot of people just believe it's because of the stress and people like to go, you know, towards that outlet. And it's interesting because a lot of these big manufacturers like Hershey and Mars and like all those type of people, they're trying to repackage it so it's not designed for Halloween to give away. They want to try to make it just different this year, just to make sure that people aren't doing that. And then there's even other kits that they're coming out with that are kind of like safer kits for Halloween. The whole industry's changing.
Everything's different. You don't know. I'm not surprised at all the candy is up. I am not surprised at all the candy's up. I probably have eaten more candy, more sweets. There's just something very comforting about that. So that does not shock me at all, but we do want to know what your thoughts are on it. Not if you eat candy, but when you eat candy, what kind of candy do you love?
And your options are chocolate, sugary hard candy, gummies, or all of the above.
Yes,
Eden, what's
please.
yours? What's your go-to?
Chocolate.
Yeah, same here. Yeah,
Chocolate,
out of all those.
chocolate.
I mean, I'm not going to kick any of these out of the group altogether, but yeah, chocolate is where I'd go.
Least favorite is the gummies.
The gummies, yeah, I could see that. But if they're sour gummies, I'll take that.
See, but again, to me, it's like not even a close contest.
Well,
not even a close
we
contest.
want to know what you feel about it. Go to news4jax.com/yousay, or you could download the app, hit the community tab, and it will launch right into it. And we'll check back later on in the show.
Now, if you're going to the Candy Bowl for a mood boost, maybe there is something else you could be doing. You know, all of those cute little animal videos that people are sending to you or tagging you in, and you're like, okay, I don't really need to watch another one of these. You kind of do, because there is now expert information that says that it doesn't in fact, increase your mood.
Yeah, it helps you actually to de-stress altogether. Your blood pressure drops and so do your heart rates. And they did this study with, it's kind of a smaller version of a wallaby. And people are watching these videos and look how cute, that is. So
how
there's
can you
science
not?
behind that. And there's another picture in here that we have too. These type of animals, I'm not sure the correct way to pronounce it because online there was different things. It was a quokka, and some were saying quokka on there.
I had not
But
seen
it's
or heard
a
that
small.
word ever.
Well,
so.
what they're known for is that you could actually take selfies with them, like even out in the wild. Yeah, and then there's a selfie.
Oh my gosh,
right there.
that looks like that little mole from Caddyshack.
It does. It totally does. Yeah, yeah.
It's so fake.
Doesn't it?
They
It's like,
pose like that?
like pose. Yeah. Well, it's nocturnal, so it's probably half asleep right there.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute. And when you're posing with these animals, try not to remember the fact that they are probably some kind of a rodent, right?
Yeah.
Are they rodents, like big giant rats, but cute? I don't know. This story is chilling. There were some city workers in Mexico City, some cleanup crews, and they were doing what they do, collecting some trash, and they came across something that they hoped they never would.
A big giant rat, as Eden just said.
Well, I kind of gave it away, but
Well, you know what I like about this? So we just de-stressed you with the cute, and now we're stressing you out.
But that is not a real rat, so don't be too concerned. It's actually, isn't it a movie prop or a Halloween prop?
Yeah, it was
or
a
something?
Halloween prop, and that the person who made this, they had a really bad rain, and it just like washed it away several miles, and she had no idea where it went. And then it resurfaced, so she claimed it. So she's happy to have it back.
Oh my gosh, that is so. Can you imagine you don't know it's going to be there and you're just doing your work and you come across it?
Somebody had to like poke it or like figure out
Right.
like what exactly is this thing?
Oh my gosh, crazy. Time to check in now with Rance.